Hello Taurus, welcome to Monarch Intuition, and today I'm going to be doing your November 2022 monthly check-in reading for you. So if you're new to my channel, what I like to do is I like to pull one major arcana to see the energy and then clarify with a different deck. So what do we need to know for the sign of Taurus? What's going on for you? We have the moon. Okay. So the moon does represent insanity. It represents mystery. It can also represent betrayal, secrets, things that you don't want to come out. It can represent skeletons in the closet, okay? However, when we look at the moon energy, it does represent a pregnant woman about to give birth. She is purging the child from her body, okay? So she has gone through all of this suffering for 9 months, and now she is about to end the suffering by purging the child. So that's kind of what the moon does represent as well. It does represent a hard moment and then a purge where you can finally see something. So it's kind of like, the secrets that you've been wanting to know, they're coming out now. So let's look at this moonlight energy. What's going on for you, Taurus? So it could be skeletons in your closet, skeletons in other people's closet. And it doesn't always have to be like a terrible thing. Even though the moon does represent mystery and insanity, it can also just be things that you want to know, things that are important for you, things that you may not have even thought about. So let's look at this moonlight energy. What's going on? It can also represent, in a weird way, it can represent a war. All right. So if you look at the book of Revelation, the woman stood on the moon, and she was cloaked with the sun, and she had a crown of stars above her head. And she was about to give birth to a male child. And the dragon rose from the pit to consume the male child after it was born. However, she was granted protection, and the dragon was cast down. So it can also represent the about to wage war of a situation. So I kind of feel like it also represents motherly protection in a way, protection with the divine elements from something that could be, catastrophic. So let's look at this moon energy. We have the temperance coming out. Yeah, angelic intervention right here. We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, and we do have the Tower coming up. All right, so this is definitely what I was talking about, how that dragon is rising up from the pit to consume the child. The 9 of Pentacles does represent like something that you've worked for, something that you've built for yourself, and now it's coming crashing down with the Tower energy. But here's the thing. It's divinely aligned with this temperance energy to happen this way. Temperance is alchemizing a situation within your life to hand you off this cup. So here's the thing. Maybe the 9 of Pentacles in this Tower energy is not meant for you, and that could be the moon energy. You're purging something, and it hurts to purge, all right? It hurts to purge something from your life, and I feel like, I can't remember if that's the word, postpartum depression that women have. It's like right after they give birth, they go into like a depressive state. That could be what this is as well. It's like you're not ready to give something up completely, all right? But the angel is saying it's time, it's coming, it's now. So what is this temperance energy? What do we need to know? I'm not saying that you're pregnant or anything like that, especially if you're a male. I'm just saying like that's the energy behind it. It represents a purging process, something that you don't want to let go of, something that you're kind of in the dark about. It does represent kind of like a major shakeup, but the angel is saying that it is divinely meant to happen this way. Yes, there is that dragon coming up out of the pit to consume the situation. However, it does grant you protection. What is this temperance energy? We have the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the 8 of Pentacles. So it does represent that the angel is working very hard behind the scenes to hand you off a pentacle right here. A pentacle that could be very good for you, because here's the thing about the 9 of Pentacles, it's not a complete 10. So something is falling apart right here. But here's the thing, the angel is handing you off the 10th pentacle. Sometimes that's the most important thing. Sometimes we work all of our lives on all these 9 pentacles, or on this 8 pentacle as well. And we're crafting and we're working, we're trying to work, so hard on something, and then just for it to all fall apart. But here's the angel to hand you off this pentacle, this final piece, the full 10, right? Listen, or think about it like this. Imagine like you finally got, a house, a car, things are going okay, and a situation comes and knocks everything down. It destroys everything. But in the same time, you receive something that's much better. You receive like, a blessing from the universe, a blessing from the angel. The angel can come and hand you off like, this amazing pentacle. Maybe it's worth a lot more. Maybe you get a better house, a better car, things that you truly desired. Here's the thing about the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. It's good, like it's okay, it's there, but it's not complete. In reverse, it's like, it's basically asking a genie for a wish. It's kind of in a way saying, I wish for a house, and the genie gives you, like a shack in the woods. and you say, well, I wish for a car, and the genie gives you like a beat up jalopy car. Like, you're not specifying things, and it's like, yeah, you got the house, you got the car, but it's not what you want. Yeah, it gets you through, but here's the angel to hand you off what you truly desire. Okay? Nine of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords. Yeah, with the genie energy, that's what genies do. They trick you, they lie, they steal, they cheat. Like, that's the whole point of them. And the Eight of Swords, yeah, to trap you in a situation where you can't really like move on. It's saying, kind of like, ha, I gotcha. But here's the thing, most humans are not making deals with genies. Most people are just unassuming, right? It's different when you think something is benevolent and it turns out to be malevolent. I kind of feel like you're working and trying to work with something that you think is benevolent right here, and it turns out to be malevolent in the end, to chain you and trap you to a situation that's not good while it gets away with something. What's this Tower energy? The Fool, yeah, a brand new beginning with the Moon. You can't see that, though. You can't see that there is a brand new beginning because the purging cycle has to begin. Okay? That's the problem with this Seven of Swords and this Eight of Swords right here. So think about it like this. We all know what's going on with, like, you know, say, I don't want to really mention it, but I feel like I should. Think of it like this. When we look at, say, Kanye West, you know how everyone's like kind of like trying to get rid of all of his stuff, and you know there were bags, like the Gap just threw all of his stuff into a bag and left it in the streets. Imagine if he was to just go and donate it because it's already paid for to just homeless people. That's the thing about the brands themselves, is that yes, they'd like to make money, but they don't want to have his name associated to their brands. They don't want his brand being walked around with their logo on it. However, if he was to just give it to a bunch of homeless people, yes, it hurts. Yes, he took a financial loss. He still helped all of these different people. Yes, I understand it's about the money, but sometimes it's not always about the money. If he was to go and just donate it to a bunch of homeless people, they would, especially in the winter time, they would be more than grateful to accept it. And in a way, it's kind of spitting in the face of the brand as well. Like, that's kind of what the situation is it's like, there is a way out. There is a way to show something right here. There is, just because it feels like there isn't a way, here's what she has to understand. She can pull off the blindfold. She's not chained to the Eight of Swords. She is standing in the center of the Eight of Swords, all right? The Eight of Swords is a mental prison because she's only blindfolded. But if she was to pull off the blindfold, she could easily see, oh, there are gaps within the swords. I can easily walk out of this situation. Oh, I can make the situation work for me. Yes, it's kind of treacherous with the moonlight energy. Yes, there is that dragon staring the situation down, but here's the thing, you can easily walk away from that. The King of Cups coming out with the Hermit. Yeah, there is a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. The King of Cups is an emotional person. The King of Cups understands, you know, high levels of emotional intelligence right here. There is an image being illuminated to the King of Cups. The Hermit is illuminating. He is the grand astrologer, not the grand astrologer, the grand retired magician. He's like Merlin the magician, someone who decided to give up his position as a magician and retire in the woods. Now he illuminates certain situations in people's lives. So you're sitting here on this throne, right? You're like, what can I do to move forward? And here's the Hermit. He's showing you the path to move forward. He's not going to take care of you forever. He's just showing you one thing. This is the avenue to take, all right? The avenue to take right here is to move forward in something that kind of seems a little foolish, but by doing something a little foolish, here's the thing, the Fool's the most powerful of the major arcanas. That's what you have to understand. The Fool is the beginning and the end. It is not, you know, the Emperor doesn't trump the Fool. The Tower doesn't trump the Fool. Justice doesn't trump the Fool. The Fool trumps everything. All right? Because it's zero. Zero is not a number. It is a concept. I mean, it is a number, but it's not a real number. All right? It's a concept of nothingness, a concept that can be consuming everything. But also, it's kind of like the idea of a black hole. Things go in one side and they're ripped apart and torn to shreds, and then they come out the other side of the black hole and it's something new completely. Or, you know, it's dust, right? But it's still something else. So that's what you have to understand, is like, this is a time warp. This is a black hole that you have to go through. You have to go through this, you know, darker period. And you don't understand, how do you move from the tower? The tower is breaking down, so all of this stuff is going into this black hole, the Fool, right? And something else is coming out. But here's the thing, the Hermit is showing you the light at the end of the tunnel right here. The Magician energy. So we have the Magician coming out with the Hermit. You know, I just talked about, you know, the Hermit is the retired magician. You can make magic here. You can make magic in a situation that seems hopeless. That's what this is. You have to understand, it's like, just because a situation seems hopeless doesn't mean that it is. Where there is a will, there is a way, all right? With the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, here's the thing. It does represent homeless people. It represents people being, abandoned by their city, abandoned by the church, abandoned by the things that were supposed to take care of them. These people are homeless, they're destitute, they're impoverished. They have no way to get out of this situation. It's almost in a way a mockery of poor people and religion. There's a stained glass with the 5 pentagrams pointing up to God, because pentagrams represent a holy number of 5. You're the Hierophant, right? Number 5. So these people are walking in the cold, and these 5 pentacles are showing, on top of them, but they can't go inside the church. The church doesn't want them there. The church doesn't want to take care of them in some instances. However, in other instances, it's easy for them to just go walk into the church. It's kind of like, repenting of your sins. However, right here, it seems like people don't see a way out of this. In a way, it almost seems like religion is mocking them. The Star coming out. You could be the light in the darkness right here. You have this ability to move forward. There is a light in the darkness. That's what you have to understand about the Hermit. The Hermit carries a piece of the sun or a star within his lantern, all right? That is what is illuminating you. You feel lost. The star represents the grand constellation of your life. Like, how do you move forward? Like, what is the next step within your life? Our birth charts really don't dictate that much about our personalities, whereas they dictate the trials and tribulations that we have to overcome that will shape us into being different people. We all have different personalities. Like, I'm a Leo, right? But my personality is not necessarily as out there and as maybe as charismatic as another Leo's would be, right? Mine is kind of muted. However, what I have to understand is that all these things that have happened in my life has shaped my personality this way, just like other things happen in people's lives will shape their personality that way. You don't understand the next phase, the next step to go down. You don't understand what is the grand constellation. You feel lost in the dark, like, where is my constellation? But here's the thing, the Hermit is saying your constellation is still there. It's just clouded by, what's it called? The clouds. The Hermit is a way to say, all right, I'm going to dispel these clouds. This is your point. You need to go to that point next. I can't tell you the rest, but I can at least move you out of the fog, out of the darkness right here. I can at least point you in the right direction. I can at least help you while you're feeling lost and betrayed by a situation, lost and betrayed by, certain things that are going on. We have the 10 of Wands. Yeah, these people are carrying a heavy burden. You're carrying a heavy burden. You don't know where to go. You feel just kind of dejected by a situation. But here's the thing. There is a way to move forward. There are blessings to be had right here. All right? In a way, it seems foolish, but the fool trumps everything. That's the thing. So the 10 of Swords is swift mental death. But here's the thing. The swift mental death represents, like, when I see the 10 of Swords, it happens and it's over. Okay? It's like, yes, he's dead, but it was a swift death. It's kind of like, you know how villains in movies, how they always fuck themselves over by trying to give, like, an internal monologue. They're like, I'm doing this because of X, Y, and Z, and I'm taking control of the world, and I'm going to kill you this way. It would be easier if they had just killed the protagonist. Like, that's the whole point of the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is not here to make you suffer. It's meant here to give you a swift death. All right? The swift death is bang, you're dead. No villain monologue, no nothing like that. But that's the thing. It's a transitionary period. You move from one state to the next state. The next state is, this is dead. It is over. It is done. It's complete. What's the next step? The Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords coming out to deliver you a message. The King of Pentacles coming out. Your energy is right here. Sorry, my cat's moving in. Please don't meow. I should have closed the door, but whatever. King of Pentacles, moving forward into the King of Pentacles, a message for you. The 4 of Pentacles, hold on. It's coming in. Hold on to a situation. Hey, Beatrice. Hey. Hey. Yeah, I'm working. Holding on to the situation, holding on to what you have. Sometimes you have to understand, when it comes to reaching the top of a situation, you have to help other people out. You have to sometimes understand that there will be tower moments in your life as well. Just because you make it to the top doesn't mean that everything is going to be perfect for you. There's still going to be, tumultuous events within your life where you're going to have to hold on to everything, where you're still going to face the 10 of Swords, where you're still going to face towers. Just because you make it out of a situation doesn't mean you can't go through a situation like a worse one, all right? Ace of Wands, a new opportunity is here. Queen of Swords, the Four of Cups, but you don't really want to take it, but that's the new opportunity for you. The new opportunity right here, in a way, is to move through the Fool, move through this. Understand that the universe is not trying to make you suffer, all right? The universe is trying to make you have a very, very, very swift ego death right here in something. It's trying to make you understand to rely on it, all right? You have to rely on a situation and pass through this right here. It seems dark, but it's over like that. You're carrying the Ten of Wands. You're walking outside in the snow with the Five of Pentacles. You'd have no idea what's going on. And the universe is like, hold on, bang. And then you wake up in a new situation. You're like, wow, that was fast. But you're still sitting there holding on to everything because you're scared. But the Queen of Swords is saying no, to move forward. Move on and do something else now. Move forward in a new avenue within your life. With the Four of Cups, you're sitting there like, should I take it though? Do I want to move forward? Yes, because it's a new situation with the Seven of Pentacles right here. A new way to grow something new for yourself, your own situation, growing something from your own garden, all right? You have the Empress right here, ending off on the Empress, which is also your energy. The Empress means like a piece of property, a piece of land. It can also represent a business. It's something that grows. It's a pregnant energy. You're growing a new child right here, growing a new pregnancy, all right? Growing a new baby, growing a new, because here's the thing, the Empress and the Moon are very similar, because the Empress is like, growing something within inside of her stomach. She's surrounded by opulence, she's taken care of, and the Moon represents, kind of like a treacherous betrayal of a pregnant woman. But here you have a new situation where it's happy, where it's growing and fully like mature for you. And the Sun coming out, yeah, brand new life, all right? People don't like the Ten of Swords. People don't like it. They get really scared. They're like, what's this defeat? Is it going to hurt? No, it's literally bang. That's it. It's an ego death. It's a mental death, but it happens so quickly, but it's over. As soon as it happens, and sometimes the universe has to test you that way. Sometimes the universe is showing you the Ten of Swords, because the Ten of Swords is a way for you to understand what it is to be fully defeated within something. And saying, I give it to whatever higher power, like maybe you believe in God, maybe you believe in Jesus, well, I don't know. It's up to you. And you give it to something, and the universe says, okay, I got it from here. You have prosperity. You have family. Prosperity with the family right here. So maybe you're trying to have a kid. Maybe you're wanting to be financially stable. Maybe, I don't know what this is for you, Taurus. I just feel like there is a situation that's being built where you feel trapped. It's not exactly what you wanted. It's never been what you wanted. And you're like, okay, how do I move forward from this? How can I fix this situation? How can I move through the black hole? The only way to move through the black hole is to get spaghettified. But here's the thing. What people don't understand about a black hole is that you pretty much die within like a second. Like, yes, all these bad things happen to the body, but you die like that. So that's kind of what this is right here. But on the other end, it's saying that you're fully reforged with something better. You're not you anymore. You are you, but you're a better version of you. All right, that's the spaghettification process of the black hole. And yes, that's actually what it's called, spaghettification process, if you wanted to know. When something passes through a black hole, it has to be ripped apart, basically atom from atom and like piece by piece. So, but it's not as painful as people think it is, because obviously in space you can't breathe, and the pressure, the amount of pressure, it just like kills you instantly. So that's what the Ten of Swords is. It's like whatever happens after that, it doesn't really matter. It's over. And then there's a reforged process. There is a new situation. There's the Sun. There's the Empress. There is the Seven of Pentacles. There is a new beginning with the Ace of Wands, a brand new life cycle. So we have healing. Yeah, you're healing from the situation, and fertility. Fertility, I mean, you're growing something new. From this destruction, from something that was meh, from the genie energy, it's brand new. It's being reforged, being reprocessed. But you have to be like, do I really want to let go of this, shitty shack in the woods and this trash car? Yes, the universe is taking it away from you, saying, no, it's time for it to go. But if you make it through this black hole process, if you make it and you understand and you just accept it, the universe wants you to accept right now, all right? It's not trying to chastise you. It wants you to accept something for what it is. How can you change it? How can you help other people, and how can you move forward? Fortune with the toad. Hair, transformation. It is what it is. Yeah, the money feels like it's being stretched thin, but I mean, it kind of feels like in a way an investment. Maybe you've made bad investments in the past and now you're about to make a new investment, and that is the investment you're supposed to make. I feel like there is just like this really dark period where nothing is working out. It's just move through it. Be graceful. The fool just dances. He doesn't care. He trumps everything. He can walk through the black hole. He is the black hole. All right? You have reflect on the situation. Hindsight is 2020. Air Force. Changes in the winds. Oh, when I picked up the deck, there was one card that was still left. I didn't see it, so I'm going to pull this one as well. La Luna. Yeah, working with the moon phases. You have to understand is that when the moon goes to full, it has to wane and has to end, and it has to go through that really, really dark period called a new moon. And then it restarts again. And that's the situation, that's the ebb and flow of life. When something becomes too big, it has to, dwindle back down to nothing and then be reborn again. Let me get you a couple of, what are these, rune cards? You have one, joy. You have you, ihwas, problem solving, strength under attack, protection and stoicism, resurrection and transcendence. Resurrection, being resurrected from the Ten of Swords, happiness, celebration, harmony, family, fellowship, hope and good luck. Hope in the universe, one with the universe. The spiritual meaning is one with the universe and inner peace. So move through it, okay? I got you 2 rune cards. I meant to get you 1 rune and 1 talisman card, but I mean, that's good. You and joy. Ehwaz and 1 Joe. 1 Joe again. Joy and happiness, harmony and partnerships, positive family relations, and good teamwork. Joy is on the horizon, okay? You will have a moment to celebrate, all right? You will have something to celebrate. You will have this Empress, this sunlight. It is just a very, very dark period. And you know what? You may have made it to the top before and then never understood that it could all be taken away from you, but you have the knowledge, you have a way to reforge, you have a way to rebuild. Like, there are people who've had fortunes, lost them, had fortunes, lost it. Like, they just take it with the ebb and flow. Some people, they invest in situations and then all of a sudden, they lose money. That's why they don't put all their eggs in one basket. They don't put all their eggs in people. They don't put all their eggs in, a company. They have multiple different things in case this one goes down, hey, still got money over here. It's like saving for, a rainy day. Jack-o'-lantern, protection, vampire, emotional intelligence. I mean, Jack-o'-lantern, with this protection energy, you're protected from this. Use your emotional intelligence to help you get through this. Use your emotional intelligence to understand this situation fully and thoroughly, okay? Allow yourself to move through it. Allow yourself to be, cordial with people. It could be, you dealing with a really hard coworker that you just feel like will never leave. Just be smile and wave, put on that charm, be a Taurus, look good, smell good, take care of yourself. It will all eventually close. There is a swift ending. The universe doesn't want you to listen to the villain monologue and be scared and, have to feel like you're suffering and all this and, just for you to end miserably. No, the universe wants you to just be like, accept it. Okay, you've accepted it. Bang, that's it, and move forward. But there's something brand new. Okay? So anyway, Taurus, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll talk to you later.